Hello and welcome back to my Strixcraft Magitech. I might actually completely change the name of that towards the name of my game that I'm basing this mod pack off of. But anyway, I tried to record a video and I forgot to hit the record button, so that did not work at all. But I set up this proper tree farm. It's the same as my little one was, just using the entire plot. Uh, and this is dropping off into an ender chest set to black, black, black for charcoal. And actually, this is starting to back up pretty nice. I like that. I also built a house in that episode. Well, a workshop. But, I actually did a thing. I also put in some other mods, including a free cam here. But yeah, nice little workshop. I found out that with encased, I can go ahead and just throw a brass case onto all of my copper machines, and I went for a brass aesthetic in here. These catalysts, fan catalysts, are part of Create Connected, which I also added in. And I set back up my Botania stuff over here. Again, you've got the black, black, black ender chest. It is dumping out one piece at a time of charcoal, but I've got it locked right now. But anyway, I want to get some stuff completed today. This is going to be really loud, so let me go downstairs and turn off my iron generator. Iron farm. So loud in here. Which reminds me, something else I tried to show you guys in the video that I didn't record is I went ahead and moved the stock switch over behind here, and that wasn't working before because I had it set to 250 stacks, and there were over 250 stacks of nuggets, and that's what it was trying to read. So I went ahead and put a block filter on there for iron blocks. Now it's actually checking that, and is still set over here to that. And has been clocking off very well to make all the things. And of course I buried my cave to make it an actual cave again. Sleep through the night. So, like I said, I'm wanting to do some more stuff in Botania. So let's throw this down. I want to get my runic altar going over here, probably off of this pool, as well as, if I still have enough time afterward, get my botanical brewery set up. I can go ahead and build this brewing stand real quick anyway, because that's going to be needed for that one. But let's see. Grab this real quick. One mana pearl or mana diamond surrounded by that is not what I'm looking for. Okay, that's the mana tablet. I have to look up the runic altar again because I am silly and forgot how to do it. It has been a long time. Altar, not altar. Okay, so it's just the 5 over the loop of it. If I can actually put that in the right place, it would be nice. Okay, so here's my runic altar, and I will set that yeah, right here will be fine. I have a single mana spreader left, which I'll set here. Make sure that's facing the right way. So now I've got my runic altar. And let's see, up first I'm going to do a pyroclast pendant, which is a rune fire and a rune of summer. So the rune of fire, nether brick, nether wart, gunpowder, and mana powder, which is yet again more gunpowder. So let's just go ahead and get one of these. Oh, and I also need the mana steel. I made a whole block of these because I need lots of them for lots of different things. Alright, that should be what I need. Oh, and the gunpowder itself. And then I will need a living rock onto there, which I believe you can right click it onto there now instead of the old style of having to throw it on. Okay, there's that one. Now I need the rune of summer, which is going to be a rune of earth and a rune of air. So that's going to be more mana powder. Let's go ahead and grab 8 of these real quick, just to make sure I've got what I need. Let's see. Stone, slime ball, 2 pieces of sand, right? Nope, that's for the next rune over. Mushroom. Okay, I do have mushrooms in here. Those are very easy to lose track of. And the block of coal. Yoink. Alright. So I had stopped these because this mana pool is sending off the signal to stop, and it's one of my lesser pools right now, so just went ahead and hit that switch. Also, it keeps us from having to listen to the noise of it the whole time. Alright, string, carpet, feather. String, carpet, and feather. There we go. And of course I'm going to need my mana things again. And now I'll need the 2 sand. And what else for that rune of summer? Slime ball, melon slice. I already have a slime ball in here. Alright, so rune of earth, rune of air, 2 sands. There we go. I remembered that one off the top of my head for some odd reason. There are much better ways to move the mana for this, like sparks. I'll probably be getting into sparks before too awful long. Actually, what do I need for making a spark? I might be able to get into it now. Okay, basic spark is going to be petals, gold, and blaze powder. I can actually do that because, let's see, if we come over here, I went ahead and set up, whoops, a little further down. I went ahead and set up the blaze spawner I picked up into this room, and that's one of the reasons why I want this pyroclast pendant. I was getting set on fire a lot in there, and the pyroclast will keep that from being a problem. So, speaking of, I'm going to need 4 mana string. Do I still have 4 string in here? I have 3 string in here. I have more downstairs though. Well, down the ladder. I got rid of the water that's down here and everything. Since I have all of that stuff set up upstairs, I went ahead and threw in a tiny little nether wart farm over here. And I'm after string. Hilariously, just one more piece of string is all I needed. I believe I could set up free cam to be able to allow me to just free cam down and get things, but I don't think that's necessary. Alright. Why do I not have my rune of fire? I'll put them in here. Okay. That makes sense. Pyroclast pendant. Bingo. Now I can go in here and throw that in my amulet slot. And let's go kill some of these blades real quick just to make sure things work good. Did that just run right through that tree? Okay. I guess it had just grown. So flip this switch, stand back a little bit and let them start spawning. And this way I don't get set on fire anymore. And they still hurt, but that's fine. Okay, now I could also work on the Sojourner's Sash. What do I need for that? That one I hadn't even looked up yet. Let's go Sash. Sojourner's Sash. It's going to be 4 leather. Rune of Air, Rune of Earth. Okay, so I've got what I need except the leather. But I can most likely go and find cows down below if I don't have this leather. Let's just check real quick. Fortunately, leather stands out like a sore thumb, pretty easy to find. Can this be turned into leather? Yes. I am going to need these later, but I don't feel bad using 4 of them real quick to just slap together the Sojourner's Sash. Now, this is my walking speed. This is my running speed. Put this on. Now, this is my walking speed, the same as I was running. And this is my running speed. And then there's also the step up that it has, which is just awesome. Love the Sojourner's Sash. I have loved this since I first played with the Botania mod back in 1.7.10. Nice and fast. It also gives you an increased jump. So now I don't need stairs everywhere. Still take fall damage. But yeah, I've got the stairs over here coming up onto my porch. And my nice little workshop. I had to put these stairs over here because, man, this wound up getting a lot taller than I meant for it to. Okay. Let me pause up and figure out what else I'm wanting to do, if I'm doing anything else for this episode. Definitely got this more difficult part done. I can go ahead and just flip this back on, just to show how that runs. It's more or less the same way it was set up before. Just now it's an ender chest instead. I still have to figure out how to automate those. I could make more of them and do like a track, minecart contraption, laying them down and picking them up. That's about the best I've come up with thus far, but I would kind of like a static machine that just uses the 2. Anyway, let me pause up and figure out what else I'm going to do. Alright, let's go ahead and make this Botania brewing stand, which is going to require a rune of mana. 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And 1 of my mana pearls. I actually set up a place in the nether. I'll go and show after I get this piece together. But I've got a place set up to go and take out Enderman. I also ground off the enchantments on my sword and re-enchanted it, and actually happened to get a really great roll. Sharpness 4, looting 3, sweeping edge 3. The unbreaking 3 isn't that important to me, but it is helpful. I forgot to get my wand back. Alright, and now I can piece this together, and we have Botanical Brewing. I can spin this round over here and just move this back and forth between these two whenever I need them. And I'll figure out a thing here, but first, let's go show you my Enderman hunting zone. Why I've got so many of these pearls. Which, how many pearls? 2 stacks of pearls, and I think I've got some left over around here somewhere. Nope. Go ahead and replant this real quick. I'm going to need lots of nether wart as I start making potions. But let's go here, Enderman Hunting Zone. Just a nice little hole in here where I can hide and check out 2 different sections of this warped forest. I've also gotten a lot of this overgrown netherrack thanks to these guys. And there's a couple more pearls. Some warped nylium. But I also have this side I can stick my head out of and check around. I see you. Doesn't hurt to do a little cheating here and there, you know? Certainly, Endermen think I'm cheating doing things this way. Got 4 more pearls. That's nice and helpful. Dude, stings a bit. Okay, let's see. What kind of potion do I want? And it's not even actually showing the Britannia ones here. Ars Nouveau. So let's see. At Britannia. And let's just roll through here and see if I can find the vials. Here we go. Vigor, Adrenaline. Mending is instant health 2. I don't have the stuff for that. Don't have the stuff for that. I'm going to pause up here for a moment while I figure out what potion I want. Alright, I found what I'm looking for, which is Vial of Magma Skin, Nether Wart Magma Cream, and Netherrack. I believe I have the stuff I need for this. Yep, here's some Magma Cream. I should only need 1 of them, actually. I have Nether Wart on me. And let's see, what else was it? Netherrack, which is going to be down here. So let's grab 1 piece of that. And then I'm going to need some glass. It's 3 mana glass to make this. So let's just go ahead and cook up 3 glass. Okay, good. Still daylight out here. Alright, so I've got blasting, washing, smoking, and haunting all here. Need to go ahead and blast these. Won't take long, it's only 3 of them. There we go. And back over here to get those. And that gives me 3 vials. Wow. Nether wart, magma cream, netherrack. And this will go ahead and blast into there. A bunch of mana. And then I will have potion of magma skin, so fire resistance. That'll come in handy if I wind up dropping into lava somewhere. The pyroclast pendant means I can't be set on fire, but I still take damage from fire. I've got all of my different flowers over here, which reminds me, I used the, what is it, floral fertilizer to be able to get all of these. And let's see, I've got very few of the magenta and the black. So let's go ahead and get more of these. This is a very easy thing to do. Just put the petal in the ground, bone meal it, and you get a tall flower of the same kind that you planted. So now I can do 4 of each. And slowly raise up what I have here. I need 1 more bone meal. There is also a floral pouch you can get to be able to hold things, but I really like the idea of just shoving them in drawers. And let's see, I think that's actually everything I needed to get done today. Let's go ahead and get some more mana flowing. I like being able to turn that on and off. And between episodes, I'm going to need a lot more living rock, though I might actually go ahead and call it that next episode will be me setting up automation on that. I'm going to do some testing between episodes. Yeah, let's do it that way. I'll do some testing to figure out how I can actually automate these 2 flowers. And next episode will be that. But alrighty then. This is looking pretty nice. I'm probably going to bring that dirt across the whole top here and get a nice garden and everything going. Well, dirt, it's grass. I also, in here, have pasture seeds. I had made those because I figured I was going to need to trick myself into being able to get mana up here, or grass up here. I had completely forgotten that my shovel is Silk Touch. So, not entirely necessary. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Go ahead and hit the like button down below if you did. And there's always that subscribe button if you're wanting to see what else I'm getting up to. Till next time, have a good one.